And the battle continues over high-capacity magazines in Washington state after a flurry of legal rulings yesterday. Now, the ban remains in place and an appeal is headed to a higher court. The owner of a gun store is challenging Washington's ban on the sale, manufacture, and distribution of high-capacity magazines. He had about an hour and a half yesterday when he could sell again, and he took the chance selling hundreds of magazines. Take a look.
It was magazine day for sure. I had no idea the people would be that excited about getting that interlude of freedom back.
Wally Wentz owns Gators Custom Guns in Kelso. He's challenging Washington's ban on the sale of high-capacity magazines in court. When a Cowlitz County judge on Monday ruled the state law is unconstitutional, Wentz opened the store on an off day, put out a blast on Facebook, and sold as many magazines as he could to hundreds of customers in just under 2 hours.
How many can I have? Is there a limit? I said, what's the limit on your gold card?
Washington's ban on the sale, manufacture, import, and distribution of high-capacity magazines is back in place now. Attorney General Bob Ferguson issued an emergency stay, which the state Supreme Court approved. Ferguson said the law saves lives, is constitutional, and is essential to addressing mass shootings. Wentz always expected an appeal.
It's going to be a tough argument for them to throw this out. If they do, it's really going to smell like fish.
The Washington senator who sponsored the magazine ban bill expects an appellate court to find that it is constitutional.
They'll look at this as a public safety issue, which it is, and it does not impair someone's ability to have a gun. It just limits the number of bullets that can be fired at one time.
And Robert Shintrup, whose sister Carmen was killed in the Parkland shooting, says he's frustrated and nervous the law could be stripped back, but he'll keep pushing for more gun regulation.
I feel very truly that if I was to not do anything about Carmen's death, just try to forget that it happened, that her death would be in vain. And by using it as something to catalyze myself and to catalyze others into action, we can have it mean something.
Meanwhile, Wentz is hoping for a legal win so he can put high-capacity magazines back on the shelves. He says he lost 30 to 40% of his business with the ban, and he wouldn't hesitate to appeal the case all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court.
If we do lose in there, we will appeal, just like we knew that state would appeal this week. We get to them folks with black dresses, it's going to be a dogfight.
And a hearing with the commissioner of the Washington Supreme Court is set for April 17th. That will determine if the emergency stay remains in place, and the Attorney General's office will argue the case should go directly to the Supreme Court. That's up to the court to decide.